There we got something going on. Oh, we got some carnage going there. Welcome back, everybody. Got Senior out today, leaning on the shovel.
I'm practicing my 3-point suspension here for safety reasons.
Can never be too safe.
That's right.
Yeah, we're assessing ground today. And we've got standing water there, snow over there, bunch of standing water over there, and we're checking to see how much frost has come out of the ground.
I think we're solid.
It seems, yeah.
I should push it right out of sight here.
It seems pretty hard yet. We have a little side project in mind. We'll get to that in a second, but I don't know how much traction we're going to get with steel tracks out here. What do you think?
Pretty solid, but I think it's worth a try.
Well, we can try it. Worst thing is we might be out some time. So, all right, the project we've got, it's up in the woods there, just a little ways. Basically, just follow the cable. That'll bring you up to the project. We have this old gnarly oak clump here. The ladder is still leaning up to it, or leaning up against it. We strung the cables up on it yesterday. And as you can see, this trunk here develops an enormous crack for most of it. It's pretty much all rotten on the inside. We already had one piece come off a couple years ago. It split off of right here. You can see how it's raw most of the way up. That was the victim of a windstorm. But this is an old clump that's well past its prime. Here you can see that big main split comes all the way down through here. So we have, there we can see some light right off the end of my finger. That half of the trunk, or that Y, has split off and is leaning up against this one. So that makes it very unstable, and looking at how rotten it is on the bottom, it's not going to be a fun one to try to attack with a chainsaw. So our thoughts are, if we can pull this outside trunk down, the next one that's already leaning on it should come along with it. That's what we're hoping anyway.
Well, we did at least string an extra cable onto that one in case it doesn't come down.
Yep, secondary cable right here, and I think we were planning to hook that one onto the main trunk, so hopefully if it doesn't want to come, the main trunk will pull it when it goes.
Yep, that's kind of a plan.
So that's the...
Don't really want to get into that with the chainsaw.
No, it's so unpredictable at this point. I think it's better. We've been hoping it's just going to fall down, but it hasn't yet, and it's just getting more and more dangerous. So we're hoping we can get these first two pulled off. That leaves, if this other main trunk here continues to stand, because look, you can see daylight right through that. It's spread open quite a bit. The next thing we do then is come around and hook to this offshoot, get that pulled down, and at which point I think we could probably take care of the final one with a chainsaw. But that's what we're thinking. RD-6 time?
We're going to get the RD-6. Traction may be our biggest issue. Not sure.
Yeah, if the ground ends up being too solid and we spin a track, we're just going to be skating on ice.
We could probably come up into this area and maybe get a little better traction. I don't know.
Yeah, trouble is we need to pull these that way.
That's no problem. You just
pull
the cable up this way.
Well, we'll see what happens. If we end up spinning on frozen ground, the RD-6 is probably going to be closer to the little Cat 10 traction-wise. Let's just see what we can do today. to the cable. We got a block on that tree. Kitty corner's up to where Senior is, right over there. Hopefully it goes this way, but this ground is feeling awfully hard beneath those tracks. I think I'm going in about a ½ inch, and it's rock hard under there, so I'm calling it right now. I don't think we're gonna have the traction, but we're just having fun today. Let's see what happens.
Looks like he's shutting her down. We did have it cracking and wiggling pretty good. I'll see what his plans are.
Yep, see that? We're down to ice. Rock hard. So I'm gonna move over a little bit. Senior's got the saw. I think he's gonna go notch that. I'm gonna keep my eye on him, make sure nothing moves. We'll give it another pull. It was just enough to get the governor to wake up and then spun.
Well, try two. We did a notch in her. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Yeah, our cable did the job. There we go. Yeah, that other one would have stood there if we hadn't hooked that second cable up. We got them both at one shot.
I saw the first one start going, and I slacked off, and then I saw the other one up there, so I'm like, might as well clutch in and keep pulling. Let's go.
Look at how rotten that is inside.
Completely hollow.
Yeah, it looks like we had a bunch of old squirrels nests in the past, filling that up and stuff.
Probably a few nests in the present too.
Yeah, we look down here, we got a big old grub down there.
There is not much left of this tree.
A lot of punky stuff in there. It's not real good.
So where did you, I'm trying to see where you back cut it. Oh, right here. It just broke off below that.
Just broke off, yeah.
Yeah, after you notched it and weakened it, it didn't take much of a pull.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see, looks like squirrels, so we kind of disturbed them again. It's a little fresher nest up here. Yeah, boy, it's, you look down the line, there's not much there.
There's barely firewood in it. Wow, look at how the top just shattered.
Yeah. Well, we had one casualty there. Top off of this one right here. But that one there was a bad one anyway. That won't bother me at all. Yeah, not as bad as I thought it'd be. One smaller popple went over. And an awful mess to clean up.
Mainly about getting them on the ground right now.
Yeah, we got her on the ground. 2 in 1 shot.
Get turned around here. Then we'll thread the needle in reverse. There we are. Tight quarters in here. Senior's got the cable strung, ready for pull number 2. go. I'll hand off to you.
Right on the ground. That was no problem at all. Got a little bit better traction up here in the woods. We don't have that quite the frost underneath. Boy, definitely was not much holding this one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And look at the other one.
Look at here, just all the way up. That's all nest in here.
And that's all daylight.
That's all daylight. All we got is two little sections holding this thing on. And the way this thing is tilting that way, it should go that way with no problem.
Okay, we're gonna rock, paper, scissors to see who has to climb up and rig this one.
Yeah, right.
That's called senior overrules. Yeah, I think if we rig the cable around one of these two supports, if you will, these legs, rip one leg out, this thing's coming down.
I think so too. I think between the two, that's all that's supporting it. I mean, look up there on that one to the north. There's nothing holding that.
Yeah, we can rig this from the ground, and if something cracks, we can still get back really quick. I don't want to be on the top of the ladder.
Yeah, neither one of us are really comfortable with the chainsaw here, so we're going to just see if we can rip it down.
Yeah, I think if we rip this one, it's coming down.
Yeah, we'll give her a try. We've got to reroute our cable here. There's our tree right down in there. You got to pull down. And what we're going to do is kind of pull. We pulled that way last time with a snatch block. This time we're going to do a straight pull that way. That way we won't run a snatch block. I think we can take care of everything right here. Then we get her hooked up to our cable that's hooked to the tree, and then we get the cat in position. Kind of rocky up in here. Well, here we are. We're all hooked up. Camera's going. Squatch heading for the RD-6. I'm going to get back out of the way and see what happens here. Oh, there we got something going on. Oh, we got some carnage going there.
Well, Senior says what's left doesn't bother him to try to cut it down with the chainsaw now. Yeah, this just exploded, but it's all rotten. Look at it, you can just, there's nothing to it. That's why we did not want to get close to this one with a saw.
I don't even know if we got firewood in there.
There's not much here, honestly. We'll get a little bit, but yeah, that was, this thing just shattered. Yeah, all up in there. Well, we got it all down anyway. Except for that, that's easy, but Well, the old RD-6 performed like a champ today. First run of the year. Very rare that we have it out when there's still snow on the ground. Started well, ran well, pulled well. All in all, a good day. And just a reminder, in a few short weeks, I plan to dig into the narrow RD-6 here. All the same torque, all the same grunt as the wide, just in a much more compact chassis. And I've had this tractor since 2012, and I've just spent all those years looking at it, never having time to get into it. That old crackled paint, man, I love that. But I think now we have time. I'd love to see if we can make this into a runner and try to get it out, turn it into a like a field working tractor. So, all right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you found it entertaining. We had a good day in the woods and a safe day in the woods. That's the most important part. So, hope to see you all back on the next one.